If you struggle trading gold, then this video is simply for you. Recently, if you don't know if you saw yesterday's video, I was looking at how I currently trade gold, what I keep in mind, and I'm going to apply it to this video as well, just in more simpler terms. So when we are looking at gold, and this is just the way it is, gold loves structure. Now, if we're looking at a market, for example, that is going up like so in an uptrend, we have higher highs and higher lows. Okay, that's just basic market knowledge. With these highs and lows, we have structure. Okay, so when we are looking at structure within the market, especially on something like gold, we are genuinely going to see this happen a lot of the time. Out of forex pairs, out of indices and things like that, gold just naturally is the one which follows structure. So what I would say is that if you're someone who looks to trade gold, if the market, for example, is pushing up like so, or if the market is pushing down, this is what I'm going to advise for you to do. What I want you to do is basically keep note of the highs and the lows. If price is pushing upwards, these, in my opinion, are the only two areas that you should potentially be looking at when it comes to trade entries and building confluence. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to apply that to the chart now, and very quickly, if the market is moving down, here and here are going to be your potential areas to look and get into the market. So if we just now look at the chart, we'll just follow basically what price has done historically. Let's try find a bit of clean market structure, because I'm on the 15-minute time frame now. This works on all time frames, so even if I go to the 1-minute time frame, let's have a look in a bit more of a better picture. So if we are looking at the most recent move potentially within the market, you can see, what did we have? Price broke structure, came back, retested, and then pushed up. Even when price came back up to the high, you can see we had a reaction, and then price pushed back down. So if you are someone who trades, market structure within itself, this low has made this high. Therefore, they would be my two areas I potentially want to trade when it comes to the market. You've got two other options as well. So you've got major structure and you've got minor structure. Your major structure is something like this, where you've got a main high within the market, price pulled away, and then continued pushing. However, you also, and this is what I've been trading recently on the 3-minute time frame, you have microstructure. Microstructure is basically just something that looks like that. Instead of a really obvious high or low within the market, it's just an area where price has potentially stalled and created structure. So if we look here, you've got something like that. Simple break retest on gold, big wick, large drop down. Obviously, depending on your entry model and what you want to look at, that's something to keep in mind. I prefer limit orders. So for example, with something like this, I'd mark this as my zone. And if you've not watched yesterday's video, then it's probably worth going back and looking at it. And I would probably look for something like that. Okay, 1.3 risk to reward on that one, because the market hasn't really got much volume in it. The more volume, the bigger the swings, the bigger the risk to reward. It's as simple as that. And you can see this trade itself you'd either still be in it or you'd have gone break even, depending on your risk tolerance. If we also look what's happened previously here, this was the most recent structure made within the market. Break, retest, wick, didn't still break that low. So if I was looking at this market here, you'd be looking at either that or you'd be looking at something like down here. Okay, so this zone obviously just missed. This zone worked. Realistically, if you are trading structure, especially on a break retest, I personally would be covering market structure, because what you're wanting to do is for the market to continue going in the direction that you are trading. If we also look back at what's happened here, you can see break retest there. Obviously, price didn't come back down to this structure, but you can see we also had a break retest there. Here, let me just get my break retest there. This is quite a good example. Price created a lower high within the market, new lower low, came back up to that lower high and gave a reaction. Okay, it's as simple as that with gold. I have done so many different entry models, so many different confluences, and what I have found with gold is that if you have a trending market, because like this, that's going sideways. So realistically, it's going to be riskier trading the highs and the lows. However, if you have a market, let's just have a look, like this, which is trending upwards, your best bet is to get trades from these reactions, okay? Follow the trend. You can see even that price pushed up to make a new high, came back to retest the major low, and then continued going. And that is literally all she wrote on that one. Okay, you can see here price made a high low, came back, retest, pushed down. Price came back into this area here. We had a reaction, pushed down. However, then because new structure was made, retest, boom, to the upside. So genuinely, when it comes to trading gold, market structure is going to be your best friend, and that is on all time frames. What I've just shown you there was basically going over the 1 minute, but if I go to something like the 5 minute, and if I find where the market currently is, and you see I've taken no trades today, this was my session, nothing really happened. But if we have a look at what we are seeing now, let me just get rid of all this stuff here because it's just mess. What can we see? To be honest with you, market structure today, obviously we've had a big sell-off here, but market structure in general hasn't been great. However, price did technically break retest this level. You know, your stop would have covered this low. Price technically broke retest that level, and then price did also break retest that level. So on the 5 minute, it looks quite messy. If you go to the 3 minute, you might have a little bit more of a cleaner picture. So like this one here, cleaner picture. This one here was a large wick. So what you might have done instead is gone maybe from this zone here, like so, because you've got this high as well. Boom, into your area, pushed up. Simple as that. If I go to, let's say, an hourly, so the hourly is a little bit different, and it still works the same, because if we look, let's have a look. Boom, break retest, boom, break retest. Even there, this was a high, came back, bounce of a wick. If you're entering a lower time frame on a confirmation, then you're good. This one up here, we still got the break retest once it closed below. Here, break retest. So although some of them don't look really nice and smooth, it still happens. If a level breaks, and this is a really good one from today, we said that this is potentially a good break and retest level. However, what price has done is come back and retested the low, which is what we said is our backup. So personally, it depends what you're wanting to do. I like changes in market structure, like this one up here. A general trend continuation strategy, it does work, but I have found that the higher probability setups are stuff like this, where price has changed market structure, retest, boom, at the top, change of market structure, retest, boom. Simple as that. Don't overcomplicate your trading. Obviously, if you want to learn more about everything, links are in the description. Any questions, please just let me know, and subscribe if you're not already.